Welcome to Tylervision, Intense TV. I'm your host, Robert Louis Tyler I. And tonight we have a very special episode of Tylervision. Tonight on our show we have DJ Aureilio. It's going to be on, but first of all, I wanted to tell you, our other guest called in sick. Well, he had to go follow Lisa Marie Presley, so she's been in town for about a week, right? So he's still following that, and I'm like she's more important than me, right? He's got to go follow that story tonight. So he called in last night. Barry Thompson, our technical director, called in today. He can't make it. He's going to be out of town for about 3 weeks. And our creative consultant, Robert Sanders, he called in tonight. He has food poisoning, right? And our cameraman, TJ Lacerna, he's still on hiatus, right? So I was in my dressing room, and I came in, and I thought I would tell you about these, boy howdy, I thought I'd tell you about all that. So what we're going to do is run the whole show from the desk with the keyboard from right here. So what we'll do is I'll do the show from the desk and run the cameras, the technical directing, the credits, the title page, whatever, fade to black at the end. And boy howdy, I was doing this show, Shadow of a Doubt, with Mark Harmon down in Redwood City years ago, right? And I'm on the set and I'm at the trailer, to get the craft services. And I'm waiting in line, and this guy come up behind me, and he's like, are you in line? I'm like, yeah, so I wait in line. So I get up to the front of the line, I get my food, and then this guy comes up with his cup, and he just taps some hot water, makes some tea, and walks away. He could have walked up and did that, right? And I'm like, everybody's like, do you know who that was? I'm like, no, who is it? It's Mark Harmon. He's like the star of the show. And I didn't know, so I go up to him, Mark, can I get your autograph? Right? And he signs it. And then same thing, I'm on Falcon Crest on the set up here, up Valley, years ago. And I go up there, craft service, all this food laid out, anything and everything, just elaborate, just laid out on this table. I go in there, it's like a feast, and I see these kids. One's got a black eye, the other's got scabs, and they're like, they're getting food off the table. So I go up and get food off, and the police come up. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm getting food off the table. And he goes, why do you think you can do that? And I go, those kids are doing. You know who those are? And I go, no, it's Lorenzo Lamas and the other guy, right? And I'm like, I don't know who these guys are until after I meet them, then get the autograph, then I find out who they are, right? Same thing with, Eddie Albert, I knew who he was, right? And Jane Wyman, President Reagan's ex-wife, I didn't know who she was, right? So Bob St. Laurent can't make it in tonight, so he's probably doing creepy coffee TV late night monster movie show. He wants me to come on the set over there. Anyway, without further ado, I want to introduce my first guest tonight, which is going to be DJ Aureilio and Jorge, his assistant. So let me go ahead and... Hey, welcome. Thanks for coming on the show.
No problem. No problem. Thank you.
You bet. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing on a string from Burger King, right? So, because we're just chilling like Matt Dillon, hanging out with the Crips and the hippie hits. Right? And also we have Roland. That's not the right button. We're gonna have Roland on the show this evening, my co-host. Hey, I'm just new at this, QWE thing, right? In fact, I'm gonna flip the keyboard upside down so I don't do that again. So be a little easier this way.
Easier for you?
Yeah, I can just oh yeah, I'll talk to you later. We got a live call-in show
already,
today. Yeah, so we're gonna have some live call-ins, and so we'll go ahead and do. I can't even see QWE website. It's like, okay. So Roland, my co-host, is here, KSVY Radio, and so DJ Aureilio,
yep.
And that's your title?
That's one of my titles. I have a lot of them, I guess. They also call me DJ Relly Rel. I'm with One Love Music Productions. That's my business. I've been DJing since '05. It's been a big journey for me.
Nice. So I caught your act last night, and it was the place was booming, right? The joint was jumping. I went in there at Downtown Joe's, right?
Yes, sir.
So I came in, and it was like, not that button. So I came in, and it was like a lot of people packed in there, and everybody's dancing. You had the jams going on. I didn't want to interrupt you. You're like getting busy right there.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where you're in your own state of mind, and you don't really pay attention to everyone around you. You have to make sure that the dance floor, there's people on the dance floor, everyone's having a good time. yeah, you just try to cater to the crowd. And once you can do that, then everybody's having a good time. Then you're doing your job.
So they can come up and say special requests, do this song, and you can play it?
Yeah, I do that. A lot of DJs don't like that.
Yeah.
And other DJs will put, like a list out and let them write their requests. But, it's cool to talk to people. It's cool to meet new people. I've been doing it for so long that I've met a lot of great people in this town and everywhere that I've done it. And, that's just more, more publicity for yourself.
So just socializing and networking and having fun and
it's
meeting
huge.
people.
Yeah, I meet, you name it, from all around the world. I've been asked to go play in Texas for weddings and different places, and it's really fun. I can't complain, and all the people that I meet, I still kind of keep in contact with them, and they can keep in contact with me. So
other than Texas, he's from Texas. What places in Napa are you covering right now? What's your time slots, your dates, and your locations and places that we can get?
2 bar restaurants that I do in town. Downtown Joe's is on Sunday. Every Sunday I'm there. They have great beer, great people. And Aco's on Thursdays and Fridays.
And what time slot on the Downtown Joe's and on the Aco's?
At Downtown Joe's, I start at 9:30 and we go till about closing time, 1:30, 1:45
Nice.
in the morning. And then at Aco's, I'm there 10 to closing time.
On what days?
On Thursdays and Fridays.
Thursdays and Fridays.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy. So you can catch them down there.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love doing it. I'm just trying to get something going for this town. It's definitely growing, and there's just a lot more people coming into town. That's different age groups. They used to be maybe 30s through older, and then now it's 25, mid 25 to however old they are.
I want to throw up a couple emails and Facebooks and stuff like that right now. Since my technical director's not in tonight, I'm going to go ahead and bring up a little contact information. And if you want to go ahead and tell them verbally
I'll let them know.
what we're looking at right here.
So the email, that's my email, aur237@gmail.com. Facebook, One Love Music Productions, that's my business. Twitter, Project One, Project_1_. SoundCloud, Project-1-4, and Instagram, Project_1_. And Project One is something that me and my friend Tony, which he's not here today, but we started. It's 2 local faces just trying to make a name for ourselves. If you go to SoundCloud, you can hear some of our remixes, our mixes that we put up there for clubs and such. And also, Instagram and Twitter, just kind of follow me day by day, what I do. I've been putting a lot of food pictures. I've been doing a lot of, trying to make different, recipes and putting them out there for healthier, trying to be healthier. So definitely, if you want to follow what I do, my following's pretty good. And I got a lot of people that that support me, and I really appreciate them.
Project One. I was in a video with Project One. It was called the Harlem Shake. Have you heard that video?
That was us. That was us.
I was in that video.
Yeah. No, I remember.
I was the guy with the dreadlocks that's kind of dropping down like.
Yeah, that was
like,
our
everybody
video.
go wild. Yeah, and we had like fun making that, right?
He's the one y'all were trying to like poke out of the scene.
Yeah, right. No, it was.
They're like they had a hook, they had like a long stick with a hook on it.
Line and you weren't taking the bait.
They had a long stick with a hook on it, and they like pulling me out of the way.
It was fun. It was.
Get this guy out of that video. It's like the box head guy, and
you get the whole shuffle bot. No, it was a fun experience. Like I said, we're just trying to bring things to Napa that we've never really seen before, and doing this this Harlem Shake video was kind of like just a different experience. It was. We weren't sure if we could do it because Downtown Joe's, I've had their back, they've had my back, and we asked, hey, can we do this video? And yeah, as long as you don't get anybody in the bar. And honestly, in the video, you can check on the video at Project One too on YouTube. That there are people on the bar jumping up and down.
I was just gonna say, wasn't there somebody up on the bar?
Yeah, there was about 5 people.
And like doing the Pee Wee Herman or something up there, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, what the heck? I was like, and the bartender's like,
yeah.
No.
Well, it's been my experience with Downtown Joe's that the staff really gets behind whatever act they have going on.
Yeah.
Whether it's music or the karaoke or DJ, the staff themselves, they really they get into it so that they keep the crowd going along with it as well.
Yeah.
They seem like they're having a really good time there.
Yeah, and they've been there over 20 years,
Yeah.
so they have to try to figure out something else to do now, and And of course now they do karaoke's on Mondays, and they do. I think they do open Monday or Tuesday.
I think it's Tuesday. Yeah.
Tuesday.
They have it on Tuesdays, and Roland's a big fan, right?
Yeah.
Comes in. You've been in there, right? A couple times, right?
Actually, it was pretty fun the time that I went. Unfortunately, having to work early the next day doesn't allow.
Yeah,
me
that's
to go.
true.
KSBY radio?
KSBY radio.
Yeah.
Then of course.
What's the number on the dial?
91.3.
91.3.
Sonoma Radio.
KSBY Sonoma Radio.
Yeah.
FM?
It is an FM station. So now that you bring it up, if you want to check us out live on the internet, you may do so at SonomaSunFM.org, and just punch into the Some Like It Hot show to hear me on Tuesdays, and that's at 7 to 8. I'm getting my own show, so as soon as they give me a time slot for that, I'll be saying a whole different time for that. And of course, here you can get me. But if you have TuneIn.com, TuneIn.com is a free app you can get on your iPhone or Android, and just punch in KSBY Sonoma Sun FM. It'll take you right to that station. You can listen to any of the programming that's going on there.
Boy, howdy. So we'll check that out for sure. So, now at this Japanese restaurant, would they have like sushi and stuff there?
Yeah.
Hey, didn't I hear you after Macklemore was playing at
Yeah,
Bottle
after
Rock?
Bottle
Didn't I
Rock.
walk by and weren't you inside
I
there?
was in there. I was doing that. They had
That
me
was you,
there
right?
Friday through Saturday, or Thursday through Saturday. And it was just insane. There were a lot of people from everywhere. You couldn't even imagine how many people. But we were the official Bottle Rock after party scene. There was other after parties, but from what I heard around town, that was the place to be.
Yeah, you had it going on,
Thursday through Saturday. But yeah, Aco's is awesome. Great staff. Shout out to Allison. She's a GM there. She's been really, I've been helping her. She's been helping me, and we're just trying to make Napa a fun place, I guess you could say. Growing up in Napa, not too much to do.
Right.
And so
it's boring.
Exactly. So now that more and more people coming to town, and more young people are growing up, and hey, what to do, and Aco's and Downtown Joe's. But yeah, Aco's good food, sushi.
Nice.
Executive Chef Jake, he's awesome.
I like that.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And,
You like sushi like I like sushi.
yeah,
Oh,
check
what a
it out.
girl. Yeah, sushi. Susie. No, that's Susie. Wait, let's see. Yeah, and Jorge, and you're the assistant, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of his assistant / like protege, kind of learning from him, learning the tricks of the trade.
So if something happens, he's sick or something, you can fill in, right?
Yeah, he's filled in a couple times. He's my nephew as well. So
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's
that's
been pretty
convenient.
cool.
Yeah, keep it in the family, right? Keep it in the blood,
Exactly. Yeah. No,
blood's
he's
thicker
been a
than
big
water.
help for me. He goes with me when he can. He sets up, help me sets up. He knows everything.
Nice.
He knows how to put everything together.
Cool.
He's right now he's learning how to mix. Trying to teach him how to mix. It's you get used to it, and he's getting better and better at what he's, how he's doing it and how he's learning, and just keeping his eyes open and sees what how to do everything.
You got any good questions, Roland?
Well, I mean, I guess just in like DJ stuff, you have to pretty much read your audience too. If you see that they may not be so into it, you got to like switch to something real quick.
Yeah.
Just to keep the beat going and everything. You ever come in?
Or if you get older or younger, right? And middle age or teenage,
Yeah, no.
You get like a sixth sense of how to adjust to.
It takes time.
Yeah,
It takes time.
to read that. Yeah.
You kind of just go with it at the beginning. You obviously don't want to play songs that you like, because not everybody's going to like those songs. For the most part, I like every song out there. A lot of my friends, they can vouch for me and say, oh, this is my song. But it's just one of those things where you kind of read the crowd. It's a science. You read the crowd. If you see that they like it, you have to make sure you put on the next song that's going to be either as much energy or, one song that everyone is going to know.
Yeah.
And so you really have to just figure that out and see how it works.
So would you be interested in taking a live call-in this evening, like live phone calls, and he ask you any questions?
Yeah.
Not any questions, but ask you a few questions?
Yeah,
Like,
if
would that be
people,
okay?
Yeah, if people are watching, definitely call. I would love to,
Good way to put it.
Let-
If they're watching.
Well, we only have like 200. We got like 206,000 viewers worldwide, and it's live. But I don't know if they're all watching tonight.
Right.
Most of them are in Vietnam, so it's like a lot.
2,000 of them
Right.
are in jail in the local.
Yeah, we have a captive audience. Shout out to Napa
Yeah,
Gels.
yeah.
They can't touch the remote, and it's tuned to this channel. That's all they get to see. So hey,
perfect.
guys, they check their ankle bracelets, and then they're in there tattooing and everything.
And
Hey, guys.
I told a lot of my friends to watch it tonight. Hopefully they're watching out there. All the support that they give me.
Give them a shout out.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody who's been following me throughout the years, my family, all my friends. Where would I be without you guys? I don't know how to say it more than thank you. More than thank you. But he's writing something over here.
I'm writing a letter to my girlfriend.
There you go. Right now with my business, One Love Music Production, the clothing that's coming out, all my girls that are doing my calendar shoot, big ups to them. The calendar comes out next year, or in November for next year. A lot of the clothes that we have, you can pick them up on the website, or on music, One Love Music Productions, Facebook, and also just thank you everybody who's followed me through the years, and
And we're going to put up your contact information right here real quick once again. And if you want to call in live, it's 280-6547. And if you're in Vietnam, it's 280-6547. No, it'd be actually it's Hai Thăm Com Sao Nam Bon Bai. That's 280-6546 in Vietnam. We do take international calls here. So anyway, if you're at home, you're watching this live, you just tuned in. If it's Saturday night, this is a rerun. So you just watch the show, and we're not doing it. It will be a rebroadcast on the Saturday night if you're watching this Saturday night. But if you're watching live right now, call in. You have any questions for DJ Aureilio or myself, and you have any questions for Jorge or my co-host, Roland Martinez from KSVY Radio in Sonoma. Let us know. And
Hey, why don't you ask me what I did like the weekend before I went to Montana?
What did you do the weekend before you went to Montana?
I won second place in the Napa.
Oh, that's right. I saw that on
hey.
Facebook and on the newspaper too, right?
In the newspaper.
Napa Register. Hey, speaking of newspapers, I saw these guys over the weekend, right? I was over at what you call it, Trinity Gold. Trinity Gold, and the Draven brothers were performing. I bought a ticket. Here's my ticket right here. Admit one. And they admitted me, so I admitted. So they let me in, and it was the Draven brothers, Gizmo and Coda. It was Grayson was there, so that was cool.
I've actually performed there as well, Trinity Gold.
You did?
Yeah, it was a little party. The guy still owes me money, so if you're watching this...
Was he the same guy that did Bottle Rock?
No.
He stole some money too.
Yeah, right? No, it was fun.
Yeah, Thomas. No, I'm just kidding. So, yeah?
No, yeah, but...
when was the last time you performed over there?
It's been a while. It's been probably about
Right.
a year in March, I think. I think it was in March when I performed
Cool.
there. But
It's a tight little spot.
It's a cool spot
Cool.
what he's
It's
doing,
like
yeah.
it's close and comfortable and
it's
nice.
a good outlet for kids to go out there, record their music. I guess he does a lot of mastering too, so we might even use him for Project One.
Really?
To help us master some of our tracks. So he's
I like that little studio though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I had a hard time finding it for the first 5 minutes, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's way in the back over here.
Yeah, behind it's Kathy Killebrew building.
Yeah,
shout out to her. She does some great pictures.
Yeah, you go over like you're gonna pump iron, right?
Yeah.
You go, there's that gym right there, and then and then you just go right next door.
Yeah, exactly.
Are y'all from here? Right?
Yeah, born and raised in Napa. I went to Mount George, Silverado, then Napa High School. I did the breakdancing team for Napa High for all 4 years, freshman through senior. And actually I teach them now. So I have a team that we do every year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
let me give you one of these. Give me Give me a hand over here. I'm going to start it over here.
Oh, you're gonna do a wave?
Oh yeah.
I had surgery. I don't know. Okay.
There you
I
go.
don't know how to do it. I had surgery. I had my neck fused actually.
Oh, man.
So I went to.
Believe it or not.
No, hey, I'm a big guy too, man. Wait, you're the teacher? I'm like, yeah. What? I can't be a big guy that dances good or what?
I went to Northwood in the '60s, and then Silverado, and then I went to Napa. Then they opened Vintage, went over there.
That's
So,
back
and then
to the
and then
little
Solano,
Yeah.
and then Solano College, eventually. But
Yeah.
this is back in the 1930s. So,
Y'all wouldn't know the names of the schools. I
Right.
you know, Calamity Jane Middle School.
all y'all go to school down there, right?
Yeah, we all. Go.
All y'all. I was counting how many times you said y'all on this one show, and I was like, I never heard it when we were doing it. I looked at the recorded version. I was like, hey, wait a minute. And I was like,
Maybe that should be a contest. How many times I can fit y'all in a
I know, and all y'all was plural, right? Which one is singular?
you-all?
U-Haul.
Y'all.
U-Haul.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a friend that just realized what U-Haul meant.
What does it mean?
All these years.
U-Haul, right?
Yeah, U-Haul your stuff.
Oh, that's what it's short for.
Get your stuff and get out of here.
Right.
That's what they should call it.
Yeah.
Like the quick run, for those people that just like, I get
You gotta go, throw it all in there.
So I'm going to tell you guys, one more time, that 280-6547, call in if you have any questions right now. Somebody called in a while ago. I wasn't ready, okay? So you got to wait. You got to wait till I call.
Where
It's calling you to call.
Call from? Is it, he's gonna have to get on your phone, or is it
707-280-6547. What happens is, I've done it before. Don't worry. I know I'm running the cameras and the technical director and the phone lines and the sound man and the light guy. But what I do is I take a phone call and I put it on speaker and I hook it up to my mic right here, and then everybody can just everybody can clearly know what's going on that way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Harold. I'm calling live from Wisconsin, and I was wondering, did you leave the roast in the oven again?
Oh, oh, jeez. Larry Aguero, he's calling in, so he wants to call. He probably wants to call in and have some questions. He's a big fan of yours too.
Larry?
Yeah. And so what we could do is we can.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, sure.
I was dancing, I fell, I was drunk, and you threw your record player at me, man.
There's a lot of those falling overs and.
So we'll do a call out.
There you go.
Heck with the call in, right? Caller, you're on the air. Just kidding.
See what he has to say. Oh.
And that's ring number 4 for those
Ringy
of you
dingy.
that are calling in.
5 ringy dingies.
This place needs us a little ring of ting around.
That's more.
So do you ever play like old folks clubs and stuff, having to play like In the Mood and Old Lang Syne?
Yeah, I've played everywhere, so I have a good. Nope. I've played a lot of different places. I've done high school reunions, weddings. What else?
Bar mitzvahs?
I've done one. I've done one of
With
those.
the pebbles.
Yeah,
I've done the cake.
I've done one of those, but you name it. I've done quite a few things here and there. I don't know. I've done a lot of like Sweet 16 parties,
Quinceañeras and all that.
quinceañeras, yeah. But
Parties.
I don't know where all these people get their money from, man. I've been to some places
Quesadillas.
before, and they.
Quesadilla.
Oh, they'll pay for it. Oh, when it's a big.
Well, the
one like
king
that.
says, yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Then they get help from families and stuff. But
Sponsors, all that.
like Sweet 16s. I've done one at the castle in
Up Valley.
Up Valley, yeah, in Calistoga.
Right.
It's like, man, how are these kids? This kid's 18.
Well,
You don't
if it's a
deserve
Sweet
that.
16, that's a white person.
Yeah.
They have the money for that.
Yeah, right.
They sure do. Man.
They got bottle rock money.
Exactly.
They got vineyard money.
Yeah,
so,
no,
yeah,
it was definitely an experience for that place.
No,
but-
I grew up here, and it was like the kids in school. They're getting like a Porsche and a Mercedes for graduation. I got nothing.
Yeah, no,
It's
I have, my family who supports me. That's all I need, But these kids, I swear, they just take it for granted. There's tons of kids that don't do anything, and they just.
We'd be setting up in the 70s performing for these kids at Silver Rock Country Club, and I'm like, so what's the occasion? It's Wednesday, it's like, so it's like just to have it, it was just to do it.
Yeah, no.
They had money to burn, they didn't know where to put it at,
Well, and that's the thing too. When I was right out of high school, maybe 18, 19, 20, 18 through 20, I wanted to throw parties for kids, for my age, and because like I said, we weren't old enough to go out and drink or anything like that, where people were drinking, but whatever. But we weren't old enough to go to bars and clubs, and so I wanted to throw little parties here and there in Napa just so people can go and dance, have a good time, and I did pretty well. I threw about, I think, 3 or 4 different ones.
Nice.
And we had events and different themes for the parties, and it was, people always ask me, hey, when are you gonna do your next one? Hey, when are you gonna do the next one? But it's like, hey, I gotta, try to figure out what's going on next for me.
Yeah,
before
you have to venture out. See, a lot of people can't get out of that, too. Like, for instance, I got a buddy who wants to be in my band that I'm about to start, and for some reason he can't get it out of his mind that that I'm out to do what I used to do in Texas, which was play bigger venues and things like that.
Yeah.
He's happy with the backyard crowd.
Exactly.
A couple of his friends and a couple of relatives, and he's happy with that. And I'm like, I'm beyond that. I need to, spread my wings a little further than that, and it's kind of hard, and of course he's a friend, so you don't want to break his heart. And I know he doesn't watch his show, so I'm not afraid. This isn't how
You don't know that for a fact,
right?
We're on like 17 different.
Find out tonight, but
Exactly.
it's the when you're doing this, and it's your friends and family. It's kind of hard to tell them. I need to do other places. I can't just play our barbecues and reunions.
Right.
I need to go to the clubs and start filling in there. I need to go to work.
Right.
And a lot of them, you know how our people are. Right?
Yeah,
They're like, oh, well, you don't love us no more, And,
Yeah.
They lay some kind of guilt trip on you, almost like white folks.
That can wait for a while.
I gotta do my
I gotta go
thing.
make my rent over here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're gonna charge us too?
Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah. So I mean, it's hard when you provide a service like entertainment.
Yeah.
Everybody that knows you personally wants it free or like a huge family discount.
Yeah, and it's hard because I live on that money, so it's not like.
But I get it free now, right now.
Exactly. It's just hard because you live. We do so much to get to the spot where we are, and then. None of my family's like that. They're always willing to pay, and all my friends are like, "No, you can pay." I just like hooking them up because they're there for me.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, I know what you're talking about. We try to get to where we want to get, and now people still get on my case. Well, why are you still in Napa? Why don't you go to Vegas? Why don't you go to L.A. and this and that? And it's like, eventually I will be going that way.
It's a time
and place, exactly. But now, as of now, I just want to really, really build my resume, show what I can do, show my followers, show the kind of party that I put on and the atmosphere that I put on, and be able to go to people that are in Vegas and in LA and, hey, look, this is what I do. This is what I do.
Well, we got about 3 minutes left, so you want to give like the addresses, like where the locations, like downtown Joe's is like right by Vets Park, right?
Yeah, it's
by
right
the river,
next to
downtown by 1st Street, 2nd Street.
Yeah, it's on Main Street.
On Main
Main
Street.
and Second.
Main and Second.
Yeah,
2nd Street
Joe's.
dead ends right into it.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
It used to be actually a through street too, right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But yeah, no, downtown Joe's every Sunday from 9:30 to 1:30, 1:45 closing. And then that's on Main Street and 2nd Street, right at the corner. It's been there 20 years. Great beer. Thursdays and Friday at Aco's. It's off of 1st Street. It's right where the old Piccolinos used to be, right across the street from Annette's in the Visiting Center. So check it out. I just want to thank everybody that's have been behind me this whole time. My family, my friends, my nephew, big part, my sisters. Got a bunch of sisters, my mom and dad, and just everybody who's been there from day one following me, and of course my One Love crew. We got a big crew, the movement lifestyle. So, and Tony, Project One, we're gonna keep it going. So go ahead, man.
Well, we got a couple minutes. I'm like,
Laughing at my hand in your shot.
I'm laughing at the time clock because the time clock stopped. The time clock stopped, so we got 2 more minutes as the clock froze. It does that. I don't know. It does that. It does that every day, like several times a day.
It's only wrong
It corrects
2 times
itself
a day.
because it's fast, I think, or something. So I'm gonna do a couple shout outs, and Roland and is gonna do a couple shout outs, and so I think we got a couple minutes left since the clock froze up, But Roland, what does he know? Tie askew and nose aglow. But no. So I just want to say, boy howdy! I want to guest of the Tylervision show. Stay in the pool a lot, and the transportation is provided by Surfboard. And we'd like to thank our guests right here, DJ Aureilio. And Jorge, and my co-host right here, Roland Martinez, KSVY Radio. And we'd like to thank Bob St. Laurent couldn't make it tonight, so he's probably on Coffee TV.
We don't have to thank him.
We don't have to thank you. I didn't say thank you. I just said, maybe I did. But I also like to thank our sponsor, Sal the Flower Guy.
Right behind you.
Right behind me.
Flower
Did
Guy.
these flowers every week.
This guy.
Is the good guy.
Rabbi steak.
He always says he didn't have rabbi steak. That was ribeye. He didn't know how to pronounce it. He admitted that. Right? So, hey Sal, love you, Sally.
Yeah,
so and God bless you and yours. So I got parting gifts that you'll never part with. On every episode. I'm just kidding. This is a joke. And then we got a new, in the studio, live studio audience over here. And over here, we got a new car. So everybody in the live studio audience gets a new car. So remember, we're at 99Uverse, Bay Area, Comcast 28, Napa Valley, online, videos on demand, live streaming right now. Would be rebroadcast this show 11:30 Saturday night. We're on YouTube. You go Tylervision 707. You can watch this after I compress it, upload it. Then we'll share that to Facebook. So like us on Facebook, right? And if you want to be part of our live studio audience, have your people contact my people, and we'll do lunch.
For me,
So for me, I'll do this. So I'm Space Ghost from the West Coast, and I think we're out of here. So what we'll probably do is we'll bring up some credits, and then we'll what I'll do is I'll probably put the camera on you guys, and then I'll creep out, put fade to black somewhere right along here, and then we'll be real quick because I got to go back and turn out we could do. You guys could do shout outs while I just.
love, big
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
What I'll do is I'll fade the colors, but you guys keep talking. I'm gonna sneak back and turn off the live feed to the world.